How do you foresee inflation trend in Thailand this year? Will Thailand be, contacted inflation disease from maybe from the US or from the rest of the world?
Very low chance. I think one thing that we've seen in Thailand is we've managed to keep inflation relatively low. In fact, as you probably know, we have in Thailand we have a 1 to 3% inflation targeting range. Last year we actually came in below the target, 0.4%, which led to calls for some sectors, from some segments that therefore you should lower rates to try to get inflation up and whatnot. And for this year, we see inflation coming back into the range, but the lower end of that range. So the figure again that we have out there for this year is a 1.1% headline figure. So right at the bottom end of the range. But there will be some episodes, some months where inflation is going to trend below that range for quite a while. Now, like again, question: is that worrisome, right? The thing that we would worry about is we start seeing signs of deflation, right? But where you see this kind of cycle of where the prices are going down, people start to expect prices to go down, so inflation expectations start to become unanchored. People expect to see deflation. Then you see wages not growing, and then when people think prices are not growing, they're going to come down, and then your wages are lower, then people start to not consume and not spend, right? That kind of that wage price spiral going the other way. We don't see that yet in Thailand. So, and then looking forward, I think the chances of that are relatively low. Why do I say that? Again, so far we've seen consumption, as I mentioned, grow at a relatively steady clip. We've seen wages start to continue to pick up. And if you look at the prices in the basket of consumer goods and services, the bulk of it, about 2/3 or more, are either stable or increasing. They're not going down. So it's the prices that are causing the low inflation are relatively concentrated, and it's mostly supply. Oh, this is the other important thing. It's mostly supply side stuff again, not demand side. So it's stuff dealing with energy and food.